Good morning, Packers fans. Aaron Nagler here with your Packers Daily Chat, coming to you live on the Cheesehead TV social channels. Everyone already mixing it up in the comments. Packers fans worldwide, truly, already checking in. We got Scotland in the house. We got London in the house. Good to see everybody around the world, here in the U.S., ready for some Packers football. That's right. We get our first injury report today. All you people asking me about Z, we'll get our first glimpse at what's going on and what probability he might be at for playing in this game on Sunday in Jacksonville. What else is going on in Jacksonville and all over the country? Most states, anyway. Check your local listings. Underdog Fantasy. It's the best and easiest place to play fantasy football for big cash prizes. On Underdog Fantasy, you just draft. No need to worry about waivers, lineups, or injuries. Underdog handles that all for you. Go to UnderdogFantasy.com or download the app. You get a free $25 in bonus cash if you use code Cheesehead when you make your first deposit. The $25 is worth 5 free entries into the Puppy 3, a fantasy football tournament with $1 million in total prize money and a $200,000 prize for first place. Best part, you can draft all your favorite Packers. Draft them 5 times. 5 times for Aaron Jones, 5 times for Devontae Adams, 5 times for Aaron Rodgers. You get their best performances throughout the season. Don't have to worry about the lineups. Don't have to worry about putting them in there. Do I sit them? Do I start them? They will handle everything at Underdog. Do it, people. Do it. Happy birthday to Z. What, Kyle? That's right. I saw it on Instagram. It was his birthday. Very big happy birthday. Richard is carrying the G in Texas. That's what I like to see. Hope you all carry the G with us tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. The return of that venerable series. Packer Transplants Live. We're back. Oh, baby, is Corey Banky ready? I'll tell you that. We actually had a rehearsal yesterday. It's very rare that we have rehearsals. We had a rehearsal yesterday. Crazy. That probably means everything will fuck up tonight. Patrick, thank you for the super chat. Go, Pack, go. Clear, concise, and to the point. I like it. Gut feeling is Z sits week 1. Mike, I'd be lying if I didn't agree with you. Yes, I will be surprised if he's out there, but you never know. Never know. We'll see what today brings. Sign Desmond Bishop. Why not? Why not, indeed? Give him one of those cross dog blitzes. Let him blow up the quarterback. I'm down for that. Jair is going to pick off Winston 57 times. Book it. Shane, feels aggressive, feels high, but one time I would take. I'll take one time. Much like last year's opening game against the Vikings and Kirk Cousins, Jair intercepted him and set up the Packers right before half for a big score to MVS. I'll take that again. How about that? Watching Transplants at 2 p.m. is going to feel weird. Kyle, get out of the West Coast. What can I say? Big B is here. What's up, Big B? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Who's done with Ty Dunn? Am I right? Man, that was some fire yesterday from QB1. Flat out saying the "don't be the problem" quote never fucking happened. That's a direct quote. Woo! Spicy. Coming in hot, QB1. Hot tub. Like it. Like it. Kevin King redemption story starting Sunday. Book it. Kyle, I'm down for that. Look, I think he's much better than he showed last year, but he's got to stay on the field and he's got to produce. If you are playing opposite Jair Alexander, you are going to get thrown at more than anybody else. And the fact that Jair was shutting down his guy week in and week out last year, and Kevin King didn't come up with one interception, not one. I realize he led the team in 2019 to not one interception. Come on. It is time for that to turn around. And I don't need him to lead the team. I just need him to pick a ball off. 1 or 2. Come on. He's going to have opportunities. He's got young Mr. Stokes waiting in the wings. Time to fend him off. Kevin King and I was having such a good morning. Danny, just manifest it, right? Just visualize, as Aaron always talks about, Aaron Rodgers. Visualize it. Manifest Kevin King intercepting Jameis Winston and running it back. I think that actually happened in my Madden game last week. So there you go. It's already foretold. Marco, thanks for the super chat. Week 1 is here. Cheers, Nags. Go, Pack, go. Go, Pack, go, Marco. Thanks for the support. Greatly appreciated. Brandy says, I think the Packers will have to get pressure versus the Saints. How will this go, Nags? Winston holding the ball is probably their best bet. They've got to get him in obvious passing downs in situations. I think Sean Payton will undoubtedly have a game plan where, by design, the ball is out of the quarterback's hands post haste. And that is why the Packers had a lot of trouble getting to Drew Brees last year. But don't forget, Kingsley Keke had 2 sacks in that game. Sometimes it's the guys you don't expect. We're all going to be talking about Z, or if he doesn't play, or Rashawn Gary, or Preston Smith. Those are the guys you expect to get after the quarterback, but could always be someplace else. Pressure can come from anywhere. It could come from a safety blitz. Could come from a corner blitz. Could come from a unheralded defensive lineman. Perhaps TJ Slayton gets in on the business. Never really know where it comes from, but if it's going to happen, it's going to be because it's long down a distance and the quarterback is forced to hold the ball. That's what happened to Brees last year. I expect it will happen with Winston, who is nowhere near the distributor of the football that Drew Brees was, although he does have a rocket arm and he can throw it and sling it around the yard. He has shown that. But yeah, the coverage has got to hold up, and if it can, there should be opportunities. No question about it. Charlene is here. What's up, Charlene? Worth it to wake up at 5 a.m. for first transplants of the season? You better believe it. Go, Pack, go. Charlene, you are and remain and will always be the #1 Patreon fan. You are amazing. Thank you for the support. The fact that you get up at 5 a.m. to watch Corey and I's raggedy asses, that's impressive. Dustin, thanks for the super chat. Bigger redemption story this season, King or MVS? Oh, I think it's King. I think MVS doesn't have anything to prove. Yeah, he's got to hold on to the ball in those third down spots, but, I mean, his production was pretty damn good last year, and he's going into a contract year. Who knows if he blows the doors off numbers-wise, but between those two, it's King easily. No question about it. Michael, thank you for the super chat. What do you think about the rumor about the Packers wanting to extend Alexander over most other vets? I mean, he's a priority. No question about it. I don't know if, as far as if he's the #1 diehard going to do that over everybody else no matter what. I think they can have their irons in lots of fires, right? Lots of irons in the fire. I think that's a better way of putting it. But I have zero doubt he's a priority. I mean, he's an outstanding young player. They will certainly want to keep him as a core of their football team. I don't think it's surprising that they would try to get something done, start talks, what have you. But yeah, there's nothing shocking there. Of course they want to extend Jair. Nuclear Family, thanks for the super chat. I love Rodgers wanting to start a book club with McAfee. As far as you know, who are some of the most interesting and well-rounded Packers you've met? I tell you what, Kurt Benkert has shot up those charts. He is a really interesting cat. Really cool dude. He was really fascinating to watch, kind of just take it all in during training camp. Throughout the years, I know it's hard to say. Really enjoyed getting to know David Bakhtiari. I think he's supremely interesting. Trying to think of guys that like maybe aren't on social media that aren't readily kind of wouldn't be thought of. I'll have a think on it and I'll let you know. Can't wait for Brandy to call for Barry's head Sunday evening. Yeah, Mike, it's coming. No doubt about it. James, thanks for the super chat. Only watching the game for Jabo's wacky warm-ups with the twist and the turns. I love it. Or the eating of the W's. Who knows? Corey, thanks for the super chat. Greetings from 30,000 feet, live on a plane to Vegas. Nags, how on earth do the Bears let Amos go in free agency? Weird. First of all, major kudos for checking in while in flight. Also, amazing avatar. The original V miniseries was a staple of my childhood, and it's amazing how bad it is going back and watching it now. Like, holy shit, that is straight up terrible television. But I was obsessed with that miniseries when I was a kid. Finally, for your question, how do they let Amos go? You can't pay everybody kind of mentality. They had Jackson back there as a free safety who was a young up-and-comer, and they paid him. I kind of get that, right? I mean, Jackson's an outstanding player, so I'm not terribly surprised. But, hey, their loss is our gain. I will absolutely take it. Still think they re-signed Adams. A lot of ball game left, Colby. A lot of ball. What we got? What? It's 10 a.m. on September 8th. They have until kickoff 4:25 Eastern on Sunday. Well, that is we got all day today. That's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's 4 days, and hell, maybe even Sunday morning. 4.5 days to get that done. Let's go. I love it. I love it. Let's do it. Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams, Big B. Big B. Jamal Williams is a lion. I don't know if you know this. Stanley. Thanks for the super chat. Aaron Rodgers puts done rumors to rest. LOL. Ooh, well, that's the thing, though. It wasn't a rumor. He wrote it. He reported it. That wasn't something that was being whispered in back rooms. That was out there in the world. It was not a rumor. Banky mullet wigs. Well, that's an idea, Dan. Holy merch idea. I like it. Fred, thanks for the super chat. I keep hearing that Preston has looked really good in camp. His history of having alternating down years suggests he'll have a big year. Thoughts? I mean, I don't think alternate years really means a whole heck of a lot, but he did have a very nice camp, and he does look slimmed down, and I do expect him to bounce back somewhat, although I think he played better last year than most people give him credit for. Yes, his numbers, his production was down, but overall, as a football player, I don't think he was as terrible as Twitter would have you believe. Yes, did he look a little bigger? Did he look a little slower? No question about it. But he played the run extremely well, did a great job on a number of occasions pressuring the quarterback. Maybe not getting him on the ground, but I just don't think he was as bad as most people say. That's just me. All of that said, yes, I do think he will have a better year. No question about it. Aiden, thanks for the super chat. Bold prediction, Amari starting by week 6. Starting, that's such an interesting phrase or word to use for a guy who's going to be a slot / kind of gadget player. I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends what they come out in the very first snap of the game. But starting over who? Over Lazard? Over MVS? Certainly not over Devontae. I mean, it all depends on the package and what their play call is, right? He could literally come out for that first play, run, say, jet motion, and then go back to the sideline and not be seen again until the second quarter. But he played that first play, so he's a starter, right? I don't think that all means a whole hell of a lot. Attorney Cooper drafted A.J. Dillon. You are in for a treat. Wheel routes for days, baby. Rodgers is the Eminem of football. Bernard, I don't know where you're going with that, but I'll let you have it. Why not? He's the real Slim Shady? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Is MVS the best blocking speed receiver in football? In the league? Michael, I don't know about that, but he's certainly way more willing than I think many wide receivers are. And you look at the guy, wiry, tall guy, lanky, you pick an adjective, but you certainly wouldn't expect that guy to be sticking his nose in there and running plays and trying to dig guys out. But he does, down in and down out. You've heard Matt LaFleur talk about it. You've heard Aaron Jones talk about it on some of those big runs Jones has had. Lots of times it's because MVS has sealed a guy on one side of the field or the other that allows Jones to get outside and rip off big yardage. So, sorry, guys. So, yeah, I think he's certainly a willing blocker, which is part of the battle, right? Having that mentality, being willing to stick your nose in there and do the dirty work. For a guy who gets maligned by a lot of different people, he comes to work every day and he brings it. Aiden should have specified Amari over Cobb by week 6. It's a possibility. No question about it. I do think they'll be somewhat different in their usage. I think with Amari, you'll see a lot more of the Tyler Irvin type stuff. And with Cobb, you'll see some of that, but much more traditional slot work from the old man. He's an old man now. I mean, the parlance of the NFL Times. Alan, thank you for the super chat. Got ticks, flight, and house for Seattle game November 14th. Nervous about COVID, but psyched to get back to the best fan-friendly facility, Lambeau Field. Go, Pack, go. Alan, you're going to have a ball. You're going to have a great time. Just follow the protocols and ball out, man. You're going to have – the best part is they're playing Seattle. That's always an electric game. Always a lot of fun. Just go and have a great time, man. Make sure I didn't miss any super chats. Yeah, I got them all, I think. Got them all. Wait, there we go. 35-14 Green Bay. Tommy out here with the predictions. I think it'll be closer than that. Give me like Packers 33-31. I think it's going to be a squeaker. Smash that like button, people. Chase, you're doing the Lord's work. Thank you. Florida, Jacksonville, here I come. Danny, have the best time seeing a week 1 game. That's outstanding. Jabbo throws ducks. Tommy, he does at times, but he also throws dimes. Don't get it twisted. Winston is clearly talented and clearly has problems sometimes with his decision making. But in this offense with Sean Payton, he's going to put up some numbers. There's no doubt about that. The question is, can the Packers just limit the damage? And can they get after him in obvious passing situations? That, to me, is the key to the game because they are going to move the ball. Peyton's too good a play caller, too good a play designer for them not to, especially with Alvin Kamara there. But that said, if they can get them in 2nd and 3rd and long, then they've got a chance. Because I do think Winston will have much more of a propensity to hold on to the football than Drew Brees did. And that's when they can get after him. Now, of course, the dump down, the check down is always available to him, in which case the Packers have to fucking tackle. It'd be nice. But other than that, to me, that's the key. That is the key to the game. Corey, thanks for the super chat. You're right, Nags. V does not hold up well in 2021. However, it was pure gold for an 11-year-old kid in 1983. Last pack question. Tunyon makes the Pro Bowl? Well, he was robbed last year, so let's get him in there this year. Absolutely. 100%. Tunyon to the bowl. The PB, as it were. What else we got? I'm going to be honest. I'm expecting very little out of a Winston-run Saints. Makes sense. Dustin, thanks for the super chat. Barry's scheme will put the players in good spots. So let's hope so. We shall hope so. Seen precious little game planning wise, specifics as when it comes to the defensive side of the ball throughout camp, preseason, what have you. Sunday afternoon, we'll get our first peek behind the curtain, so to speak, of a Joe Barry Packers defense. Big B beat the Saints 55-0 on Madden, so that's his prediction. I like it. Bernard, you're too kind. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you, sir. No Packers will go to the Pro Bowl. We will have games to win still. Well, they won't go to the Pro Bowl. Be named to the Pro Bowl. How's that, Brandy? They won't be attending the Pro Bowl because they will be in the Super Bowl. Book it. All right, everybody, I'm going to have to get going. I can't thank you guys enough for hanging out, talking Packers Monday through Friday right here on Packers Daily. Again, don't miss it. The return of that venerable series tonight, 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. The return of Packer Transplants live. Myself here in New York, Corey Banke live from Green Bay. It's going to be a hoot and a hot time in the old town tonight. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great day. Go Pack Go.